says, "Hi, Jess. I'm frustrated and sad. I just saw my wife in bed with another man. The truth is, I couldn't confront them because I feel it's entirely my fault. You see, my wife and I have been married a little over 3 years, and for 3 years I've been unable to make it stand for her. I've been to several specialists, and they claim there's nothing physically wrong. Recently, a prophet revealed my ex was the cause of the issue. That until I beg her for forgiveness, nothing will change. I've tried on several occasions to reach her, but for some reason, she keeps ignoring me. Recently, I saw her comment under someone's post. I begged her to chat with me in her inbox, but she ignored me. I'm about to completely lose my wife. I need help because I'm very desperate." All right. Gail, you want to go first?
I'm about to completely lose my wife. You've already lost her. You've already lost her because, and this reminds me of the story we just discussed. It's the other way. It looks like if you knew you had an issue, we could have discussed it with her first. Unless, so you think when they got married before it started?
How do we know?
It's very possible.
Well, so this is
If
a
he
case.
wasn't sexually active.
So this is a
maybe
case
not.
of the same thing, not on the same page. 3 years. The woman herself, she tried. 3 years. What have they been doing? You know,
Licking armpits?
yes. You had to say that.
Yeah, I had to.
You had to say
Don't
that.
mind me.
3 years. Charlie. For 3 years, I mean, what were you doing? So the woman herself, she tried, but for her to start to see somebody else, I don't think that's right. If she feels like she's had enough, get your divorce and then go and find somebody else. But it's not right that, and then you let your guy see that, you know, I think that's not fair. And with the, he said somebody said, well, prophet said something. No, I don't even want to talk too much about it because I'm not, you know, in that world. So I really don't know whether it's true or not. But I think that you have an issue and it's physical. That, I mean, as far as I know. So your wife that you've lost her, you know. So if you guys need to do your divorce or whatever, or take a separation or something, and then go and clear yourself. I don't know how you're going to do it. If it looks like you actually believe what the prophet says, so you need to find whatever it is you need to sort out. Just do it.
What did he do to her ex? Is what
His ex
is what I want to know.
You know, so whatever it is that you feel you need to do, just do it. Take care of that, and hopefully your stuff will start working. Your tool. That's what you were talking about, right? Yeah. And then I don't know. I don't know.
All right, Claudia told me.
No, I guess my question is: for 3 years, you can't satisfy her. So why were you keeping her? What arrangements did they have? What conversations did they have? Because the wife is technically cheating because she's married and she's not supposed to be having extramarital affairs, adultery, blah, blah, blah. But then I'm thinking, why would... So is he sterile or is he impotent? If you can't get it up, which category are you?
He's impotent.
Yeah.
Sterility.
No, sterility is a sperm thing.
Yes.
So you're sterile,
Yeah.
but he's impotent.
Yeah. So I guess the question should be, why does he feel he has to stay married to this woman? If he can answer that question, then why you can't satisfy her sexually? So why are you?
That's why he's written to us, eh?
They say love conquers everything.
This
that's what they say.
angle of finding the girlfriend, it's a bit superstitious. It might work, it might not work. Has he told the wife, are they looking for this other lady together? Or is it a personal project that he has taken on? But it's also sad that you can't satisfy your wife and it's something that is beyond your control. And also, I'm thinking, what if it was the woman who can't have sex with the husband? What would I have said? But for me, I think my biggest confusion is why has he been holding on to this sexless relationship for 3 years? Was it because he believed it was going to work? And does the wife support him in this believing and waiting? Or is it possible that they can open up the marriage until his thing starts working again? Is that an option they can consider whilst he tries to track this woman down? Because he seems to be into the superstitious angle and he wants to try. So that would also take time. But until then, I feel the two of them should have a conversation that you should actually confront her. She has to know that he saw them. And that's one thing I have with being in a relationship and not communicating. Like, you caught her with another man. What prevents you from bringing it up and discussing it, bringing out all your emotions in a healthy way and trying to reason it out? So at this point, what do we do? Because I can't satisfy you and I don't want you to go. What do you have to say for yourself? And then they can build it up from there. But the superstition side, I'm not really, he can try it. I doubt it will work. But the fundamental problem is between him and his wife. They need to have a conversation. And for him to honestly ask them, not what he wants. He should ask the woman what she wants. And then he has to then search within himself and find out if what the woman wants is something he can live with. Because unfortunately, he's the vulnerable now. He doesn't have the bargaining chip. The woman seems to be the powerful person now. So it really depends on the two of them. Maybe they can open it up until he gets healed. But there are ways to go around. They need to talk about it. But the woman sneaking behind his back, it's not his fault. I don't want him to say it's his fault. Because we both knew my condition and you decided to sleep behind my back. So you had the information. You didn't go. You decided to stay. And when you started sleeping with someone, you didn't even tell me. So they need to talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know both of you are very unsuperstitious. But this is not a story. This is not the first time I've heard a similar story. I know of somebody who was married, they had 2 kids, he started cheating on his wife. The girlfriend took him somewhere.
Wow.
Post that, he will not get an erection with his wife.
Wow. And it worked.
He was not getting erect with his wife, and so eventually they got divorced, and he married the girlfriend, and they have kids.
Oh, wow.
So he was getting erections with the girlfriend.
The one who cursed him.
It wasn't a curse. She went to basically tie him somewhere so he will not make it impossible to be with his wife.
Wow.
And he was legit not getting erections
with
with
her,
his wife.
he was able to.
With her, he was okay. Eventually, he divorced her, married the second one. They have kids. They're fine.
Wow.
So I know that it's possible.
Oh, yeah.
So I will say that, look, I don't know what you did to your ex, but you
Yeah.
need to find her. Because even if you divorce your wife, until you have gone and fixed this thing that has been done to you, it will not get up. That's it. Itayam be that. And she knows what she has done, which is why she keeps avoiding him and ignoring him.
Yeah.
She's punishing him. She knows that the reason he's reaching out is because
because
of
of it.
whatever it is that she's
What
gone to
crime did he
do
do?
that's
Fashion,
working.
no?
He must have done something.
Really bad, I'm sure.
So, I don't discount superstition. My mother has a saying, once something has a name,
Oh, yeah, I
it
agree.
exists.
Totally.
Do you understand? Once something has a name, it exists.
And you can't be in Africa and not be suspicious.
Superstitious. Exactly.
You are by default superstitious.
So
If
I
you're in Africa,
say, look, find this ex-girlfriend. Find people she respects. She's obviously not responding to you because of something you probably did. But I will say find her and do what needs to be done, because otherwise, plus you see, even if superstition didn't exist, once this idea has popped in your head, your mind will keep you down.
Yeah.
Your mind will keep you at 6:30. Because someone has told you, and earlier on I was talking about the law of attraction. Someone has told you that someone has done something to you. You have believed it. Once you have said to yourself that this is it, that's it. So until you have gone to actually fix what you've been told to go and fix, you're at 6:30, say. That's your...
What's 6:30?
Imagine the clock.
6:30.
Both hands are down. So yes, say.
Yeah, okay.
So until you have gone to beg her or do whatever, what's the word? Rituals or whatever it is you've been asked to go and perform, I honestly do not think that you're going anywhere. Yeah.
What of the wife? What happens
Oh, as
to
for
her?
the wife, look,
she's
you
moved
see,
on.
the sexual, and I'm happy that he says, I'm not happy he didn't confront it. I actually feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Because you see, we live in a society where men are their manhood.
Yes.
Men are their manhood. So no matter how rich, no matter how good, no matter how, once a man's manhood is faulty, he sees himself as faulty.
true, yeah.
That's it. So I feel bad enough for him. And you know that if he didn't feel less of a man, he would have confronted her.
Yes.
So he himself is feeling less.
Yes.
Which is why he didn't confront
Yep.
another man with his wife.
So he
He's
feels it's
honestly
entirely
feeling,
his fault.
he's feeling low.
Yep.
But of course, I can't blame the wife. The only issue I have, sexual frustration is
It's a thing.
real.
There's a name for it.
Wow,
eh?
whoa.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah,
low.
yeah.
Sometimes it's like malaria self.
Hey.
You can be sick.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's called lacosexitis.
Laco who?
Lacosexitis. It's a whole illness.
Lord.
Yes.
So you get the
Today we are
armpits.
learning.
Yes, lacosexitis. And the only
What did
treatment
you
is
say?
sex.
Did you say armpits?
Okay.
So Charlie, she was probably suffering from lacosexitis and went to get her treatment somewhere else. She should have discussed it with they,
Yes.
ultimately they need to have a conversation.
Definitely.
He needs to tell her, look, the reason me do nada is because I've been told that Madam so and so has done so and so to
doing
me.
me.
So I'm trying to resolve that. He also, once he understands the reason she cheated, I feel like they need to, we start on this show and said people have all sorts of open marriages, like all sorts of arrangements in their marriage. It doesn't have to be hidden. The two of you can sit and say, okay, because you have this problem and I acknowledge that sexual frustration is a thing. Indeed, I see you doing this. It's hurtful to me, but I understand.
I understand. sis.
It's
No, I get you. I get you.
it's hard, but he can't stop here forever or
They
until
should-
he
so they
finds
should just
X.
break up, divorce.
should.
But
Yes,
but if
because-
they
and then-
divorce, then he'll go to her.
No, you should
No,
not
then you
take
can
off
go
his
and
problem.
beg them.
Oh,
But
take
what
off
if
your
he
problem.
loves her?
Oh,
But
really?
love that it doesn't come with action
So
there.
hold on to the woman you can't satisfy.
If you love, you can
They
trust.
can have, but they can have an open marriage
If you
until
love,
his
if
face
Oh,
goes.
not
in
everybody
Africa
likes that.
like that. No.
But she obviously would like it, so she's already
She said
cheated.
Yes, but he
Don't.
doesn't. That's why he wrote to us.
Yes. You see.
Charlie, let's end it here. It's been an interesting show. Claudia has been good. Yeah. Gail, Sandra, ladies, thank you so much for your time. And to you, every single week, you keep coming back. We appreciate it.